Hey, what's up you guys? It's Jory here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about Hollywood Studios and what I would recommend or things you should do or you should check out when you're at Hollywood Studios. So yeah, keep on watching. So for today's video, we're going to be focused on Hollywood Studios, and Hollywood Studios is usually my last thing to do on my trip or either my first thing to do on my trip, because the park doesn't really have as much as the other parks, so I usually put that in my focus last or in the beginning because there's so little to do. So I have my phone here and I'm going to have a list of things that I came up with. So for Hollywood Studios, they just built the new Toy Story Land, which I highly recommend that people go to because it is amazing. When I went to Disney this past January, I got to see it for the first time, and it really is like so cool when you go in and you actually feel like you're one of the toys, and it's such a cool experience, and I recommend everybody to do it. Number one thing that you also should do when going to Toy Story Land is book your fast passes ahead of time, because if you don't, you will be waiting in those lines forever. And I know some people like to be in a rush, or they have their schedules throughout the day, so they want to be on time throughout their other fast passes and other things they have planned. But please book a fast pass for the Slinky Dog Dash ride and the alien saucers, because you will be standing in that line forever. Me and my sister, we booked our fast passes and we got on and off in no time. So book your fast passes for that. But that's somewhere that in the park that you should go, because it is so amazing and it's so cool, and I highly recommend. Another thing is, well, usually when I go to the park, I kind of just leisure, because Hollywood Studios really isn't my top park at Disney, and I'm not really like the biggest thrill seeker rider, so the Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster aren't really my types of rides. But if I'm feeling up to it that time whenever I go and I'm like, you know what, I want to ride it, then I ride it. But usually I'm not the one to go on the crazy rides, so I usually don't do those rides. But I usually just use Hollywood Studios as just a leisure. I go on rides, then I'll do the Star Wars ride or things in Toy Story Land, or I usually go to the Little Mermaid show, the Beauty and the Beast show, and the Fantasmic show. I usually do those shows when I'm there. And every time I go, I try to get into the sci-fi dining there, but I never get a chance. So this time I go, I'm making a plan to get in there. But yeah, when I go to Hollywood Studios, I just kind of walk around, check out the parks, eat as everyone does on a Disney trip. Besides enjoy themselves, I eat when I'm in Hollywood Studios. And I usually treat Hollywood Studios as a half day. Most of the times when I go to the parks, I usually will spend a full day at a park, or at least go from the morning, like I either will go the morning, come back, and then go in the evening, so I'll have a whole day spent to a park. But Hollywood Studios, I usually do not spend a whole day there. So I usually just kind of like go and chill and catch the rides that I usually ride and the shows. And I usually really just go to Hollywood Studios to catch the shows, because I love the Beauty and the Beast and the Fantasmic and the Little Mermaid show that they have. So I usually just go there to catch their shows. But there's also, if you're a big Star Wars fan, then Hollywood Studios is for you, because I know they're building the new Star Wars attraction there. That should be, I'm pretty sure it's sometime soon that's going to be opened. But I know they're really doing a lot of Star Wars stuff there. So if you're a big Star Wars fan, Hollywood Studios is your place to be, because they have a lot of shows dedicated to Star Wars. But other than that, I just kind of treat Hollywood Studios as a leisure day. I don't really do much in Hollywood Studios, and I usually treat it as a half day. I don't take up my full time there, but that's just me. Other people might spend a full day at Hollywood Studios, but personally I don't. But I would definitely recommend the Beauty and the Beast show, the Fantasmic. Definitely recommend going to Toy Story Land, their little area. Definitely check out their food and the funnel cakes. Yes, check out the funnel cakes because they are delicious. I am a big fan of funnel cakes, and I always go there for their funnel cakes. Before I leave that park, I'm like, hit up the funnel cakes. So definitely check out that. If you guys have ever been to the Sci-Fi Dine-In, please let me know in the comments below what that's like, because I've never been and I've always wanted to go. I'm making it my top priority to go there for my next trip. So yeah, that was what I do, or what I recommend. You know, you should try out maybe when you go to Hollywood Studios, and maybe you spend a full day there and might see something or learn about something that I don't. And if you do, please put it in the comments below, because I loved seeing and finding and learning about new things, especially involving Disney. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this week's video, and tune in to next week's video where I will be talking about Animal Kingdom. So yeah, thank you. See you real soon.